here in the Big Apple. They're 4-1 against the Mets this year. They were only 2-5 against New York a season ago. And here is the lineup for manager Oliver Marmol. The lineups are presented by Bet365, where winning is everything. It'll be J.J. Weatherholt leading things off. Again, he had 3 hits in Game 2 here yesterday. He's up over 250, but he gets on base a lot, so his value is much more than just the batting average. Ivan Herrera will DH and bat next, and it'll be Alec Burleson, a 10-game hitting streak, including a home run yesterday in his final at-bat. He'll play first base and hit third. He's at 291. Jordan Walker up over 300 again. He's at 303. A 7-game hitting streak for him. He'll be in right field, and he is over 50 RBIs. 52 RBIs for him, 47 for Burley. Lars Nootbaar will be in left field and bat fifth, with Mason Wynn, the shortstop, hitting next. Jimmy Crooks will get the start today. A lot of left-handed batters in.
What is it about baseball cards that make them so special? Why do you enjoy doing that?
Well, the biggest thing is I started collecting when I was a kid. O-Pee-Chee was a Canadian hockey league, and then the Canadian football. But I didn't start in the U.S. until I had signed professionally as a ball player. And when I got my first rookie card, and I've got it here with me.
Let's take a peek at that.
1966 with Billy Sorrell.
In baseball, it's important to use your head, but it's not always helpful.
It hit him in the head, and no, it'd be a home run.
Well, Jose, you have company.
And batter beware, the animal is loose.
Can I see that jump again? It looked like Luke Cornett trying to block a 3.
Now, there's top rail, and then there's yelling 4.
He hits him right in the palm of the glove.
It certainly grades an A for effort.
David Peterson on to pitch. Jacob Marcy loses the bat.
Well, somebody's throwing a baseball up there from the Mets dugout to try and loosen it.
Shot up the middle, that's where Hyer Lee is, and he drops the ball! Unbelievable.
And how about a look at some heads-up defensive plays?
Converging, it's Antonacci with the diving play.
And what a rolling grab by Jorge Barrosa.
It's by the pole, and Siri got it! He went up and got it!
That, folks, is the magic of baseball.
Royo on the spin, smother, got it!
Fundy goes behind the back.
How about that?
Mets have taken the field. We're about ready for baseball today. It is a warm afternoon in the Big Apple. The temperature is in the low 90s, 92 according to my phone, but the feels like temperature is at 100 as they actually have a heat advisory going on here in New York City. But we do have baseball for you, and the sun is shining brightly over Citi Field. And it's J.J. Weatherholt stepping to the plate. He will look at the first pitch of the game today, and it's going to be sponsored by Rawlings, the official baseball of Major League Baseball. The Cardinals going for the sweep, and here is the voice of the Cardinals for pitch number 1, John Rooney.
Thank you, Ricky. Time to play ball here in Flushing. The first pitch by Scott is swung on and fouled out of play off to the left. 1:10 Eastern. 91 degrees the temperature here, 91 degrees back home in St. Louis, with the wind blowing left to right field at about 6 miles an hour. Weatherholt takes a curve inside from Christian Scott, who's out of Coconut Creek, Florida, and he pitched for the University of Florida before the Mets drafted him. He had a streak of 15 consecutive appearances without a win at the big league level. Then he's won his last 2 starts. He lets up on the next pitch, a breaking ball high and wide, 2-1 on Weatherholt.
Not a lot of support, though. He's a guy that's pitched extremely well. Only 1 run allowed in his last 3 outings, 2 against Miami and 1 against San Diego.
The next pitch for Weatherholt is swung on and a high fly ball into left field. Melendez waits for that to come down. Moving to his left, he makes a one-handed grab. Weatherholt is out, and that's the way our game begins. A game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser. Enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. One away for Ivan Herrera. He's been hit by a couple of pitches in this series. He has 4 hits. 8 for his last 27 with a run batted in and 8 runs scored. He's been getting on for the boppers in the middle of the lineup. The pitch over his head, and he looks out at Scott as that curveball, he just lost the grip on it.
Well, he's used to letting the hanging curveballs hit him.
In fact, that was more of a slider, and it just got away from Scott and from Alvarez.
He was not going to let that hit him in the helmet, though, because that's what it would have done had he just not moved.
Here's Scott's next pitch, and that's a strike on the outside corner after 1 right at Herrera's head. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alec Burleson is waiting on deck. A balanced infield behind Christian Scott. The fastball sails up and in for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Beatty's at third, Bichette at shortstop, Semien at second. Jared Young at first base. He plays off the line for the right-handed batting, Ivan Herrera. Alvarez places the target. A swing and a foul back. There was a pitch to hit right there for Herrera. Just got under it.
Scott can definitely rush it up there. He's at 95, 96 right now. About the same as Hunter Dobbins on the Cardinals side. That's about his velocity. They're breaking pitches. Actually, Scott does not throw his as hard as Dobbins does. Dobbins really puts a lot of effort into his breaking balls, gets more velo on it, and each of them have good sweepers.
And time was called just before Scott was ready to pitch. And it was granted by the home plate umpire and the crew chief, Scott Berry. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out, just underway. Curveball outside, 3-2. With Burleson waiting to bat next. Ewing, the center fielder, is playing Herrera toward right center field. Straight up in right field, Carson Benj. The Mets have their blue jerseys on today, home white pinstripe pants with the blue caps. The pitch is swung on and missed. Herrera goes down on strikes. A fly out to left, a strikeout swinging. And here's Alec Burleson riding a 10-game hitting streak. He extended his hitting streak last night in the last at bat by crushing a home run, his 2nd home run in the series.
Get the feeling that offense today is not going to be as easy as it's been the last couple of days against this particular pitcher who's been red hot lately.
There's a long one to right field, and it's long gone. That's a second level shot for Burleson. 1-0 Cardinals. You were saying?
Then again, maybe runs will come easy. Well, if you're Alec Burleson, he wasn't afraid of this guy. He jumped on that pitch, and that was a long one. That's 420 plus, that home run, maybe even 440. We'll see how it's measured, but Burleson took the first pitch. He homered yesterday and homers again today.
In 36 2/3 innings, Scott had given up only 1 home run. And that should count for 2 or 3.
It sure should.
As far as that traveled off the bat of Burleson,
424.
Now riding 424, riding an 11-game hitting streak. Here's Walker taking a curve for a strike.
107 off the bat, 107.5 in fact.
On your radio dial. Here's
right.
The next pitch, a swing, and there's a hard hit ball to left field, right to Melendez. Very well struck, but the line out ends the Cardinals half of the first. A homer by Burleson. And the Mets are coming to bat at Citi Field.
When Alex
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards. Because to me, cards have always been entertainment, and they're getting their just dessert now.
This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. Forbes asked and people answered. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is one of America's best insurance companies. Forbes recognizes what their customers have known for generations. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is committed to protecting families and the lives they've built. For auto, home, life, and business protection, count on Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. If you're in Jefferson County, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Nicole Girardi will make sure you have the coverage you need. The first pitch of the day from Hunter Dobbins is high and outside, ball 1 to Carson Benj. Benj is 0 for his last 4, 10 out of his last 29. He has hit 3 home runs during his last 7 games and takes a ball high, 2 balls, no strikes. 1-0 Cardinals on a home run. I mean, it was blasted by Alec Burleson, who plays a deep first base for the left-handed batting Benj. Benj out of Oklahoma State. There's a strike right down the middle, 2-1. Stan's got in the way of that ball, Ricky, or it might still be going.
Yeah, I think it's longer than 424, but it doesn't matter. It counts as a run, and I'm kind of with you. It should count as 2.
Line drive past the diving Mason Wynn into left center field. Mason missed that by inches. And Benj is on, leading off the bottom of the first inning, with Bo Bichette stepping in. I think that showed up on air traffic control next door at LaGuardia, the home run by Burleson. Bo Bichette, 0 for his last 8, 9 out of his last 28. Left the Toronto Blue Jays, signing on with the New York Mets. The infield at double play depth as Dobbins pitches. Fastball inside. The Cardinals have won all 3 games Dobbins has appeared. And Dobbins got the victory the last time out in relief against the Reds on Friday, giving the Cardinals 5 solid innings, 4 hits. He walked 2. The pitch is taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike for Bichette.
I like the fact that J.J. Weatherholt is not overplaying him towards the bag in terms of a double play possibility, because Bichette has really been hitting the ball to the right side of the infield.
Burleson is holding at first base. Benj doesn't go, and the pitch is swung on, and there's a high fly ball deep left field, and it's out of here. The Mets lead 2-1, and nobody out in the first inning. New York has its first lead in this series.
Well, Met fans have been waiting for that from Bichette, who's had a down season so far. He does have a high hit rate in terms of a hard hit percentage, but has not had a lot to show for it, but got something there, got one he liked, and he didn't hit that ball the other way. He pulled it over the wall and left, and that was a no-doubter too.
Edward Jones Financial Advisors are there for the moments that matter. Let them help you find your rich and build a game plan to get you there. EdwardJones.com, member SIPC. So it'll be Soto, Young, and Ewing against Hunter Dobbins, 2-1 Mets. A swing and a ground ball to the second baseman. Weatherholt throws out Soto, who just lollygags to first base. That's always a good look.
It's embarrassing, honestly. And yeah, he's not going to throw it away, but what if he does? What if he bobbles it? Then you're forced to kind of rush down the line. I mean, it doesn't really, it's not that hard to hustle and to run balls out.
It doesn't cost anything.
No, it doesn't.
They're paying him well enough. Here's Jared Young, the first baseman. He takes a strike over the inside corner. Young 6 for his last 26. 1 hit and 7 at-bats in the series, and that was a double. And some indecision in the outfield near the wall as Church had to go a long, long way. Velasquez was coming in his direction out there at the wall in left center, and They kind of gave up on it at the last second. Church's glove touched it, but it went for a double. And there's a long one toward the bullpen in right field, and that's gone. A home run to right center for Jared Young to make it 3-1 Mets. And Dobbins has been touched up for 3 hits. Bichette and Young have hit home runs.
Not the first inning that Hunter Dobbins was hoping for. That pitch was right in the middle of the plate location-wise. It was a splitter that didn't move much. And it just sat there, and, hitters make you pay. When you make a mistake, big league hitters make you pay.
The 4th home run for Young, and here's a ball hit in the air to left field, and that's right to Nootbaar. He puts it away, retiring A.J. Ewing. So it's been a single, a home run, ground out, home run, fly out, bringing Marcus Semien to the plate. Semien is 0 for his last 7. Well, the Cardinals have jumped out to big leads in the first 2 games in the series, and the Mets have a 2-run lead in the first inning. There's a fastball strike to Semien. Semien has been a 3-time All-Star, a 2-time Gold Glover, and a 2-time Silver Slugger Award winner. The veteran second baseman swings and misses a good, tight breaking ball, a curve down and away.
Home runs have been on sweeper first time, and the second one was a splitter.
And it split all right.
It did. You just have to make something out of this start now if you're Hunter Dobbins.
Dobbins' next pitch. Breaking ball down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Go as long and as far as you can. Give your team a chance to win.
Semien holds the bat out over the plate. The right-handed batter swings, and he gets a hit to left center field. Nootbaar moves over in the gap to pick it up, holding Semien to a long single, and Dobbins is very, very hittable in the first inning.
He sure is. The Mets are on him. There's no question about it. That was a sinker that was up. The velocity was there. But again, I think it's more about movement right now than anything else for Dobbins. The ball just seems a little straight.
Out of Austin, Texas, Brett Beatty. 6 out of his last 26. He has struck out a couple of times. 1 hit in the series for Beatty. Left-handed batting third baseman looks at strike 1. Hunter Dobbins came from Boston as part of the Wilson Contreras deal December 21st last year. Started the season on the injured list, recovering from knee surgery. Dobbins from the stretch, a check on first base. The kick and the pitch. Fastball too low to call a strike. That was at 97. 1 ball and 1 strike to Beatty. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Weatherholt plays at the edge of the outfield grass at second base. Burleson is holding against the runner, Marcus Semien. Foul ball goes out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
So part of the mental job of what's going on right now for everybody in a Cardinal uniform, everybody on that third base side, and even for me, as I had high expectations, and I talked to you about it before the game, about Dobbins' start today. And now I have to adjust them myself and kind of think of a better plan B.
Here's a pitch low, ball 2, 2-2 on Beatty.
To at least give the team a chance to win. But that's exactly kind of mentally what's going on in every player's head, including the man throwing the pitches right now. He can't kind of give up. That doesn't help. You just have to adjust, reset your goals.
The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Beatty strikes out, but 7 men came to bat. Couple of home runs, 3 runs for the Mets. We go to the second. New York is leading 3-1.
Mariano, Rivera, Cutter, man, what can you say? Because lefties had no chance against him. Randy Johnson. So all you want to do is try to make contact and put the ball in play. Don't get hit in the head and just try to pull it in play. Mr. Greg Maddox, another great teammate, great player.
Hey, this is a beautiful card right here. This card tells you and lets you know that I got him.
When you see that finish high, you know that he's in the books.
Was that ball crushed?
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
A 3-1 lead for the Mets over the Cardinals. We're in the second inning, and Lars Nootbaar will lead off. Scott with the first pitch, up and away, and that gets away from Alvarez, the Mets catcher. If you're a Cardinals fan, you know there's nothing like baseball in St. Louis. Nothing beats 60-cent sippers at On the Run the day after the Cardinals score 6 or more, like today. Get that 60-cent drink today at On the Run. Nootbaar takes a strike.
Well, the way this game has started, you might need 6 today to win this one. More offense in the first inning, both teams, than I expected.
Lars Nootbaar 0 for his last 11. He hits a foul ball out of play and drops behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nootbaar beat the Cincinnati Reds with a 2-run homer over the weekend at Busch Stadium. And he has been able to get on with some walks since then, but 0 for his last 11. The pitch to the left-handed batter. A curve down and in. Christian Scott with a 2-0 record. Gave up a home run to Alec Burleson with 2 outs in the first inning. But the Mets came back with 2 home runs and scored 3 off Hunter Dobbins. There's a drive, deep right field. Nootbaar has just hit a home run. And that goes past the second level. That was a tape measure shot. And the Cardinals are down by a run.
I thought we were going to have a baseball game today. I did not know that we had home run derby going on in New York City. But that's what it's been so far. 2 home runs for each team, and it's now 3-2 New York.
Now it's Wynn, Crooks, and Gorman. Right, left, left. The Cardinals have 3 left-handed batters. The bottom of the lineup with Nathan Church batting number 9.
445 feet. For that Nootbaar home run. He got that one right on the screws.
There's a foul ball off to the right by Mason Wynn. Well, it is hot and humid here in Flushing, and the ball is flying. Mason Wynn has 1 hit in the series and a run batted in. He takes a pitch high. 1 ball, 1 strike. No doubters for Bichette, for Burleson and Nootbaar, and Young's line drive cleared the orange stripe. There's a ball hit. It goes fair over the third base bag down the left field line. Wynn digging for second, slides in with a double. Taking a look at the third base umpire, Stu Sherwater, he got turned around, and then he put his arm out in fair territory, and Wynn gets a double over the bag.
And that was a questionable call, I would say. I think he probably got it right, but it's a hard call right over top of the bag, and he's going to call it fair, but I would not have been surprised if they would have called it foul. I think the Mets were a bit surprised that that's how he ruled it.
I'm surprised looking at the replay.
Yeah.
Now, the ball hit down in foul territory, but it was past the third base bag, and in the judgment of Sherwater, the ball went over the bag before it touched down in foul territory. And there's a long drive, deep right field. Jimmy Crooks has just hit a home run. That's a goner. A 2-run shot for Crooks. His second big league home run. His first came last year in Cincinnati. And the Cardinals go back in front. Yes, indeed. It's that kind of day here in New York.
I don't know what's going on, but I love it. Absolutely love the response for the Cardinals after the 3-run bottom of the first inning to get the lead back that quickly. 3 big flies, And 8 starts for this pitcher you mentioned, 1 home run allowed, and he's given up 3 already.
Christian Scott goes after Gorman, who can hit one out of here. Here's a swing and a miss. Gorman is 0 for his last 11, 1 for his last 18. That one hit was an opposite field home run against the Reds. He missed a pitch right down the middle for strike 1 and takes a pitch high, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Cardinals lead 4-3. Each team has had a 3-run inning. The pitch. Inside, Gorman throws the arms out of the way, 2-1. Well, I hope you're enjoying this one in Marion, Illinois, over WHET. The ball is flying today at Citi Field. The 2-1. A swing and a miss, 2-2. Beatty, the third baseman, is playing like a shortstop, giving up the third baseline. All of the infielders are back. The outfielders play a step or 2 toward left field. A shallow left field for MJ Melendez. 2-2 for Gorman. Resting the bat on the shoulder. Now he raises the bat as Scott waits for the pitch timer to wind down, and here comes the pitch. A swing and a miss. Gorman strikes out as we pause for an ID here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Along with Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. Brian Schulte is our producer-engineer. A check swing and a 95-mile-an-hour fastball is outside for left-handed batting Nathan Church. 5 home runs, 18 RBIs for Church. He takes high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, the interesting thing about the start of this game, the Mets had a bullpen game yesterday. They didn't use a lot of their feature relievers the first couple of games. The pitch, a foul ball back and a good swing by Church, 2-1. The Cardinals, their only feature reliever who's had to work in this series so far is JoJo Romero, finished up in the 9th inning yesterday.
Yeah, Dusty Blake and Ollie Marmol did such a great job of managing the first couple of games with the lead. Now, it's easier to manage with a lead perhaps, but you have to look forward to the next day.
Church with a pop-up foul over by the Cardinal dugout. Beatty will have no play. The ball goes over the screen, and it's 2-2 on the 9th place hitter.
I talked to both Dusty and Ollie about seeing them on our monitor yesterday, and they were having a back and forth, not an argument, but I could tell they were having a discussion about how they were going to handle the pen yesterday. I asked Dusty about it. He said, no, it's just great back and forth, and Ollie really respects Dusty big time, as he should, and they came up with a pretty good decision by having the A relievers ready today.
Here's a hot shot, and that's fair over the first base bag down the right field line, hitting the sidewall, bouncing out to Benj. Benj with the throw into second, too late. That's a double for Church. 4 extra base hits in the Cardinals' second inning as they look to add on to a 4-3 lead. We're going to have a mound visit. And yesterday in the Congressional Baseball game in Washington, D.C., we've had some highlights in this game. A highlight in the game yesterday featured Missouri Senator Eric Schmidt.
This is really a prime June night.
That one struck to left field, and what a dive! Oh, what a great
Eric
play!
Schmidt. Amazing catch down the left field line.
The Redbirds would be proud of a play like that.
Indeed we are. Eric Schmidt with a diving catch and a bloody nose in the process.
Exactly, and he was actually wearing a Cardinal hat while he made that play, and he's certainly knows that politics can be rough, and it was rough on him because he's got the bloody nose playing left field.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think Senator Schmidt had a couple of hits and 3 or 4 RBIs in the game last year.
Yeah, and he's been the MVP of that particular game, so representing us well in Washington, D.C.
Way to go, Senator.
Outstanding.
Top of the order to you. Here's J.J. Weatherholt and a pitch inside. Weatherholt, a fly ball to left field the first time up. And he'd like to get into the extra base barrage for the Cardinals. Home run, double so far this inning for the Cardinals, who lead 4-3 in the second inning. Christian Scott will look to second. The pitch. Inside to Weatherholt. Good take there on a cutter, 2-0.
Not often do you see first time through the lineup 5 extra base hits, but that's what the Cardinals have done today.
3 home runs. Burleson, Nootbaar, Crooks. The 2-0. Ball 3 down and in. 3 balls, no strikes. And to get into that Met bullpen early today. The Cardinals in this series have scored 7, 9, and now 4 runs here at Citi Field. The pitch, a strike for Weatherholt, taking all the way, 3-1.
What a boost for Hunter Dobbins. And that's why you adjust. You get to your plan B, stay in the game because you don't know what might happen. And something great has happened here for the Cardinals in the top of the second.
The pitch to Weatherholt, a swing and a miss. Scott challenged him with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. The count goes to 3-2. Weatherholt has 11 hits in his last 30 at-bats. Of course, with the All-Star Game voting going on right now, Jordan Walker, Alec Burleson certainly deserving, along with Riley O'Brien, but you can make a case for Weatherholt.
You sure can.
The 3-2 pitch with Church on second base, 1 out. Weatherholt swings and bounces it to Young at first. He steps on the bag with Church advancing to third, 2 away.
I think the case for Weatherholt includes the on-base percentage, which is high, but it also includes his defense, which has been really good.
Let's see if Herrera can pick up a 2-out RBI, and you know how I love those.
I know you love them.
4-3 Cardinals. Church got a double after Gorman struck out.
You love 2-out RBIs like Ollie likes 2-run home runs.
He likes the 3-run homers too.
He does.
Here's a breaking pitch inside, ball 1. Herrera struck out the first time up. Herrera is sitting on 28 RBIs. Right-hander against right-hander. Scott's next pitch. Herrera fouls that out of play to the right side.
We've been around Ollie for 5 years now, or actually longer than that when he was coaching, and we've been around him 10 plus. But as a manager for 5 years, and when the team's not going well, when you say, well, what does the team need to do? His answer is always the same. Hit homers. Hit homers. I mean, that's just a common response from Ollie. He knows how a game can change with the home run, as it has here.
On 1-1. Scott to Herrera. Ground ball to the third baseman, a fair ball. Beatty plays it deep. A strong throw beats Herrera. But the Cardinals tallied 3 times with 4 extra base hits. Home runs by Nootbaar and Crooks. The Mets come up in the second with the Cardinals back in front by a run, 4-3.
As America celebrates 250 years, agriculture has been a part of
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Search Brendan Wilkin, Country Financial, to get a quote or book an appointment today.
Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
And we thank Fox Sports and C-SPAN for the use of the audio on Senator Schmidt's diving catch in the congressional baseball game. And it's a great game. They play for charity. and they have a wonderful time with that. The Cardinals have had a wonderful time so far with the long ball. 3 home runs, leading 4-3. And the Mets are batting with Francisco Alvarez at the plate, taking strike 1 from Hunter Dobbins. Alvarez hit a home run yesterday. He takes a breaking ball wide, 1-1. Alvarez has hit safely in 3 straight games, going 3 for 9, but that stretch was interrupted by a stint on the IL. The foul ball over our heads, 1-2 on Alvarez, who had to have a knee cleaned up, a knee injury, put him on the IL.
Came back a lot quicker than was expected. Really 4 weeks out, they thought it might be 6 or 7.
The pitch, a swing, and that's pop foul out of play off to the right.
We always hope for shutdown innings, don't we, after the teams get you some runs, but maybe as important right now as it can be for Dobbins, because he's going to need a shutdown inning or 2 or 3 or 4.
Well, Dobbins gave up 2 home runs in the first inning. Pitching with a 1-run lead, and there's a drive into left center field. That's in the gap. It's a base hit. Newbar plays it. It's a long single for Alvarez leading off the second, and both pitchers have been hit hard.
Yeah, they're just hanging. They're just not breaking. He's not getting the finish on the pitch that he's expecting. That was just a kind of a high. I'm not sure if that was a slider or a cutter, but I don't think it was a sweeper. It didn't really break much.
Boy, it was out over the plate, right on a table. And hit hard by Alvarez. That brings in M.J. Melendez, the former Kansas City Royal, left-handed batter. He has struck out twice in this series, 0 for 2, and a ball outside. Jimmy Crooks asking for a new baseball at the request of Hunter Dobbins. Margaritaville night is Friday, June 26th. Fans with a theme ticket will receive a Margaritaville-inspired cap, and you'll celebrate Jimmy Buffett at a pregame concert by the Boat Drunks. Tickets at cardinals.com/theme. A strike called outside corner for Melendez. The infield at double play depth. Melendez has yet to ground into one. From the stretch, Dobbins, his pitch. A foul ball out of play. 4-3 Cardinals. The next stop will be Minneapolis tomorrow night. The Twins are playing in Detroit. Minnesota bats in the top of the third with the Tigers leading 1-0 today. 3 in Minnesota and then back home Monday night to face the San Diego Padres. The pitch for Melendez, down and in, almost hit him. That was picked on a hop by Jimmy Crooks. He throws a new ball to the mound with a 2-2 count on the 9th place hitter. Four-3 Cardinals, each team with 5 hits. Alvarez, a base hit. He takes a lead at first base. The 2-2 pitch. Melendez takes outside, a full count. Burleson is holding over at first base against Alvarez. He's not a candidate to take off running. Not until the ball's hit. The 3-2. A swing and a miss, striking out for the 3rd time in the series. Here's Melendez with the first out in the Mets second.
And really, that wasn't a great pitch either. And not to be negative about Dobbins, but that was another breaking ball that just sat there out over the plate and didn't do much. And I think he fooled him with the break, with the speed as much as anything. But that was a slider that was pretty much straight. It backed up a little bit, in fact, and that's why he swung through and missed it.
Carson Benj was on when Bichette hit a home run in the first inning, and Benj with a big swing fouls off a slider down and in. Benj off with the batting helmet. Carson Benj from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Wearing white batting gloves. The left-handed batter takes high and wide for a ball. That was a curveball that did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he can't get the break. He's just off a little bit on his. I'm not sure if it's grip or release point, what it might be, but I know all the pitchers care about the vertical break and horizontal break, and I'm sure he's not happy with what he's seeing.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Benj hits a foul ball out of play to the left. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's got to find it quickly too, because if you're just fastball. And it doesn't matter if you're sinker and four-seamer, and he does have both, and he does throw hard, but it's hard to survive on just that. You've got to have something else that's working that you can work with. He has a 6-pitch repertoire, as most pitchers do now.
23-year-old Carson Benj, a 1-2 pitch coming his way. Check swing, slider down and in. That pitch had a little more bite to it.
It sure did. That was the best one he's thrown. Wasn't a strike, but it was the best one he's thrown. The old back foot slider that Benj did not bite on.
Benj hitting at .263, a .321 on base percentage. Runner at first. The pitch. Half swing. Did he go too far? He did, according to the third base umpire, Stu Sherwater. Benj strikes out after Melendez struck out. 2 away for Bo Bichette. And whatever Cardinal starter Hunter Dobbins threw Bichette, don't throw that one again.
Yeah, 100%.
Not that location.
Well, the Mets' last 2 batters have helped out Dobbins. Now he has to build on that. He's got success that he knows is a little bit off because both pitches were not really his best.
Here's a fastball strike on the outside corner, and that was about knee high. So Jamie Alfenberg was all over you. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Good friend Jamie text me.
Mr. Baseball expert.
Mr. Encouragement Jamie said,
here's a fastball, same location, a strike called.
And I quote, our great friend Jamie Offenberg, did I hear you say something about probably not much scoring today? Question mark.
We've had a total of 7 runs on 10 hits, and we're not out of the second inning yet. 4-3 Cardinals.
That's what makes baseball fun, doesn't it? You never know.
The 0-2 jammed him in a foul ball. That was either swing or be hit by the pitch on a pitch up and in to Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette is getting a moment because I think the hands are ringing a little bit after that swing.
That was deep in the kitchen.
Balanced infield behind Hunter Dobbins. Dobbins from the stretch. A look to first base and the pitch. Check swing on a breaking ball way outside. No swing.
I can't read you all the texts I get from my friends, John, but with that one I could. Jamie's been a long time supporter of Cardinal baseball.
That he has. Right-hander against right-hander. Former Blue Jay Bo Bichette. The pitch to him. A swing and a foul back. The count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. A leadoff hit for Francisco Alvarez. He's still over there with 2 outs after Melendez and Benj went down on strikes. Hot and humid in New York City Field, where the Cardinals lead 4-3. The Mets bat with 2 outs, a runner on in the bottom of the second. Hunter Dobbins from the stretch. He pitches. A half swing and a 1-hopper right to Burleson, who steps on the bag. Ricky will have the third with the Cardinals leading 4-3 in New York.
It's Budweiser's 100.
Stottlemyre still wants somebody. There's Randy Johnson, the big unit. He towers over everybody. Randy's got to change his cap.
Oh, jeez. There you go. That looks better. Get that D-backs hat on, Randy.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Here comes red, blue, and green.
Let's see, how does this happen?
What was that came flying in?
About the guard trying to get out of the way. I mean, that is going all out.
Now watch. Here comes the pizza, see it? Oh, jeez.
Highly unnecessary.
I wonder why did he do that?
Anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We go to the top of the third inning as the throw goes down to second base. We're about ready for it. Middle of the order for the Cardinals due up. Alec Burleson, Jordan Walker, and Lars Nootbaar. All three of them hit the ball very hard their first plate appearance. Burleson, a 424-foot home run, his 11th of the year. Walker lined out to left, and Nootbaar homered to right, 445 feet. So we'll see what happens second time through the lineup here. As it is Christian Scott, the right-hander out of Florida, University of Florida, going into the windup, and his first pitch, and it's fouled back. Again, Burley trying to jump on that first pitch. It's 4-3 Cardinals, each team with 5 hits already. The Cardinals have out-homered the Mets 3-2, and we've barely gotten settled into our seats here at the broadcast booth at Citi Field. The wind, the pitch, and a swing and a foul off to the left, and that's going to reach the middle deck, or bounce off it at least. And an 0-2 count on Burley, who had his 48th RBI of the year. Jimmy Crooks is also homered in this game. Next delivery to Burley is fouled off. Just got a piece of that. Got away from the catcher. He couldn't hang on. Cardinals going for the sweep today and trying for their 7th win in a row. The next pitch is fouled back by Burley. He had a really good cut at that 0-2 delivery. Cardinals are at +9 for the third time this year. The next pitch is low, so they could go to 38-28 with a win today. 3.5 games behind the Brewers in second place. The Brewers continue to play well, but the Cardinals have inched a little closer to them. The 1-2 pitch is way high. 2-2 on Burleson. Outfield is deep. They shade him a little bit the other way. The infield plays him to pull. That's a typical alignment. But Burley can hit that ball down the third baseline with 2 strikes as well as anyone. The 2-2 pitch to him is hit down the third baseline, but foul. He had that swing on a pitch that was away, and he just knows how to drop the bat head and line it to left. Cardinals have had extra base hit after extra base hit already. 5 of them. The next delivery to him is hit sharply, but caught by the first baseman, moving to his right. That's Young that took a hit away from Burley, who hit that ball right on the nose. The Cardinals have been stinging the baseball today. When the game is on the line, call the closer, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of the St. Louis Cardinals. So 1 out, and Walker will bat. 7-game hitting streak for him. He lined out to left, and he takes a slider for strike 1. Scott, the 5th round pick for the Mets in 2021 out of Florida. Again, was their minor league pitcher of the year in 23, swinging a foul back by Jaywalk. And this is the amazing stat that we've said, but it bears repeating. 8 big league starts. This is his rookie season. Only 1 home run allowed coming into this game, and the Cardinals have 3. Walker asked for time.
And it looks like 1:55 Eastern time.
Now we know. Now he knows. And now he's ready to go with an 0-2 delivery coming up with Nootbaar to bat next. Scott delivers and swing and a miss. Got him with a slider. And that is out number 2. Nootbaar broke an 0 for 11 with his home run in the second inning. And that got a big inning started. Nootbaar just smoked the ball. Had 2 strikes on him. Actually, I think it was 1-2, maybe 2-2. But he hammered it into the, to the left of the middle level down the right field line. That pitch is out of the zone, 1-0. And it was about halfway up that, and it went, clear over where their bullpen is in right field here. And that was such a monster blast by him. And he hits that ball hard, and it's going to be over the right fielder's head and short off the wall. Nootbaar headed for second. He better hurry. Play at second base. He is safe at the bag. Just beat the throw, and the Cardinals get another extra base hit. Nothing but doubles and homers so far. Second double for Nootbaar, and he has homered and doubled. And we are only in the third inning. That's the way to break out of an 0 for 11. So the Cardinals threatening for more here in the top of the third inning. And boy, does John Rooney love 2-out RBIs. Mason Wynn has the chance to get one. He has 25 RBIs on the season. First pitch to him is a called strike right down central. Cardinals will head to Minneapolis after the game today. 3 games against the Twins and then head home for a short homestand. The 1-strike pitch is taken outside for a ball. And when I say short homestand, I mean short homestand. Next delivery is a called strike again on Mason Wynn. He didn't particularly agree with that call, but doesn't protest too much. So it'll be the Padres in on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then the Cardinals will head to Kansas City. So the short homestand will be followed by a short road trip. A 3-game, 4-day trip to Kansas City with an off day on Saturday. Unusual. The 1-2 delivery is outside, but there will be a World Cup game going on in Kansas City, so both teams will have that Saturday off. But if you don't have your tickets to the Padres series, Cardinals.com. Check them out right now. Next pitch to Wynn is a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. 2 strikeouts in the inning, and the Cardinals strand a runner, their second, and we're off to the bottom of the third inning. 4-3 Cardinals.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Jordan Lawler leads off the bottom of the third. Reynaldo Lopez, first pitch swung on. That is hit high and deep to left field. It took a long time, but there's the first Major League home run for Jordan Lawler.
424 feet off the bat of Lawler.
And a no-doubter for him, a kid who was, 6th overall pick a few years ago. They had to find kind of a spot for him. He was a shortstop. They put him in the outfield, and nobody giving him any love after his first big league home run.
Congratulations, Jordan Lawler. That's number 1.
Bottom of the third inning, Cardinals leading by a run, and it's strike 1 to Juan Soto, who grounded out his first time, and he's not sure about that call.
Pitch is called a strike, the batter challenging.
Soto with 1 hit in this series, I think just lost a challenge for the Mets, and he did.
Call is confirmed. It is a strike. New York has 1 challenge remaining.
1 for 6, now 1 for 7 in the series, and he has had a really rough month of June, as he is just 3 for 31 in the month of June, but he's a much, much better player than that. We all know that. Swinging a foul. Been an MVP, batting champion, home run champion, and he's only 27 years old, so he's got a lot of baseball ahead in his future. But he's got an 0-2 count right now, batting against Dobbins. Here comes the next delivery, and he fouls that one straight back. Pretty good cut by Soto. So the Mets lose a challenge. We've seen more teams lose challenges early in the last 3 weeks. It's been kind of an epidemic. I don't know if it's just frustration on the part of hitters that maybe they were being very tentative at first. Now they're just going to challenge more. I don't know what the real reason is. The 0-2 pitch to Soto is hit hard to right field, but that's going to carry to Jordan Walker, who hadn't played perfectly. That was a line drive out for out number 1. Let's pause right here for Station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Jared Young batting. He homered in the first inning. And he's ready for that first pitch from Dobbins, and he fouls it off. If you're planning a trip to St. Louis from, let's say, Marion, Illinois, as John mentioned, our featured station, WHET, then don't forget to go to exploreStLouis.com to find out all the things you might be missing in the St. Louis area. Next delivery is fouled back again, quickly 0-2 on Young, who likes to swing at that fastball. Boy, he just let it rip. His home run was a no-doubter. In fact, all of them have been in this game.
All of the hitters look quite comfortable today.
They sure do. A bright, sunny day today, and they're seeing the baseball, that's for sure. Must be a good hitter's background today. Young asked for time.
I just gave it to Jordan Walker.
He should have asked Jordan. It would have been easier. Well, he's way out there in right field.
Eastern time.
Okay. The 0-2 pitch is outside, 1-2. Dobbins still does not have a sharp slider yet. It's getting a little better. And again, not
the splitter is hanging.
Yeah, not criticizing him, but I'm just thinking along with him.
It's just not working.
Thinking along with him about what he can do to get it back. The 1-2 delivery is a much better breaking ball, but he laid off it. 2-2. So that's one of the things you go through, John, is you have trouble with your breaking ball. Then you get the good one, but it's not the strike good one. Then you got to get the one in between where it's got the nasty break to it, but it's in the zone and enticing. The 2-2 pitch, here it comes, and it's popped up. Left side of the infield, Mason Wynn battling the sun. He gives way to Gorman, who has a better angle as the sun was to his back, so he makes the play. That's smart communication there by the left side of the infield of St. Louis.
And Gorman was playing like a shortstop with the left-handed batter up. Mason let him have the pop-up.
So it's A.J. Ewing.
You wanted to say JR, didn't you?
No, I was actually trying to think of what that song was that was playing. That Girl Is Mine. I just think that's an interesting song selection for a young 21-year-old. It's a little old school. He flied out to left his first time, hit it pretty well, and he is a talented young player. Runs well, has 7 stolen bases, and he fouls that one off. So keep him off the bases if you can. Always interested in guys' walk-up songs.
I've always found it interesting in the ballparks when we're on the road, how the organist will make up walk-up songs for the visiting team.
Based on their name.
In Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, they're great at it in Atlanta. That's the best. 2-1 the count. I've seen the Cardinals, I've seen Michael Whitty talking to players about picking new walk-up songs. 2-1 pitch. That hit hard, and it's fair down the right field line, just out of the reach of Burleson. And Ewing is on his horse, and he's headed into second base, standing up. A 2-out double for Ewing, and another extra base hit in this game. We've had several. And he represents the tying run down at second base in a 4-3 game. And I've seen Michael talk to them and listen to the song with them, and especially the Latin guys. He'll listen to the song and he'll say, okay, now we're going to make sure that when we play this, we're not playing the bad words in it. So you have to, because they'll say they want a song, but they won't know what part of the song to play. So he has to kind of get the okay to make sure it's not something that's inappropriate at the ballpark. For our younger fans, breaking pitch is fouled off, and that was a bit of a hanger too. Strike one on Marcus Semien.
How much time did players spend on their walk-up songs when you were playing, Ricky?
We did not have walk-up songs. We were just happy to be there, happy to have a uniform. And basically you had one, too, by the way, not 7 of them. No walk-up songs. That would have been fun to have one, but Swing and a miss, but it was not to be.
I remember sitting in the ballpark a long time ago, Busch Stadium 2, thinking about Red Schoendienst and all the different styles of music he heard from the time he played up until the time he managed and later coached and then hung around the team. He heard it all.
He heard it all. I don't know if he heard what I heard in El Paso, Texas, when the PA guy, when you'd come out onto the field, he would abuse you. He would basically, the PA guy, when he would announce all players on the other team, the 1-2 delivery, I'll give you an example. Tying run at second base, and the pitch is outside 2-2.
Is that where Don Rickles got his start or something?
It was a very Rickles-like moment. He would say, now pitching for the Arkansas Travelers is number 23, Ricky Horton. He was terrible his last time out. He doesn't belong in baseball. His ERA is high, gives up home runs all the time, and he won't be in for very long. That was how you get introduced. Everybody would. And it was kind of funny, unless he was
plant a tree, Ricky.
Unless he was talking about you. We're going to plant a tree on that ground ball to first. Burley takes it himself. And a broken bat means another tree gets planted by Focal Point and Cardinals Care.
Schwarber grounded out his first time out. That ball's crushed deep to right field. Hernandez doesn't even move. It is long gone. It's off the roof of the pavilion in right field. Kyle Schwarber, his first postseason home run of the year. It's his 22nd of his career. And with a lightning strike, the Phillies tie it up at 1.
Well, I would say Kyle's second time through, I like the approach.
Wow. Well, the first home run for the Phils this postseason.
Why is that person holding a Keith Hernandez card in their hand during the game? Are they waiting for you?
I never cared for that particular pose right there, to be honest with you. I mean, where do you sign on that card?
Right on your best feature. Keith on one side and Hernandez on the other.
I can only sign it on the Bohunkas, though.
Oh, that's a lovely signature.
Right across the boat. Look at that. It's like a tattoo.
Way. But the good news is 50% off labor is arriving with it. Right now, if you book a free home inspection with Helitech, you can get up to 50% off labor on your job. So please reach out to us now and let us heal your home.
Heal your home with Helitech.
Cardinals could use some more runs here as we go to the top of the fourth inning. They're leading 4-3, and they're at the bottom of their order. And if that doesn't sound exciting to you, wait till you hear what the bottom of the order has been doing in this game. Actually, lately they've been really good. Jimmy Crooks takes a strike. From Nootbaar on down, that's 5 through 9. The Cardinals are 5 for 7 in this game with 3 doubles and 2 homers. So they've only made 2 outs. And Crooks loops one into center field. That might drop for a hit. Long way to run, but it is the center fielder and his good speed Ewing that runs it down. And Crooks flies out to center, and that is out number 1 here in the top of the fourth inning. Sunday, June 28th is Cardinals soccer jersey night, and fans will take home a Cardinals soccer jersey presented by Purina, available in medium and extra large while supplies last. Details at cardinals.com/promotions. A lot of people have soccer on the mind right now because I believe today is when the World Cup first round starts, if not mistaken. As I mentioned, might be at a World Cup game in Kansas City in a week or two when we go there.
That's next weekend.
It is next weekend. There's a strike and then a ball inside 1-1 to Gorman, who struck out his first time. I believe it's Ecuador and Curacao that are playing while we are in Kansas City. And John, you know that Ecuador team is really, you know everything about them, don't you?
Yeah, I've been doing my homework.
Yeah.
They're from Ecuador.
There you go. That's a start. The 2-1 pitch is taken. Oh, they're going to call that a strike. I thought that might be high, but 2-2 and no complaints from Gorman. So still in this game is Christian Scott. He's given up 4 runs on 6 hits. And Gorman with the bat on his shoulder now lifts it, and he's ready for the 2-2 delivery. And he swings through it and strikes out. He threw that one by him. He was tardy on that. And that is now 5 strikeouts for Christian Smith.
And
2 quick outs.
4 strikeouts for Gorman.
Yeah, that's a lot of strikeouts. Average is dipped below 200. He's definitely on the struggle bus right now. Nathan Church doubled his first time up. He pulled one just inside the first base bag. And the first pitch to him is a swing and a miss. Church hitting .253 coming into play today. He's up that a little bit. Has 18 RBIs. That might be a surprise to people to hear that. I mean, Mason has 25 RBIs. But Church has definitely been a contributor. 5 big flies, too. Again, he's been out a bit with shoulder soreness. Good to have him back. Next pitch to him is swung on and missed. So Scott has settled down. And I would say Dobbins has settled down a little bit. They both are
still leaving pitches up.
Yep. But he has been able to put up a couple zeros in a row. He will be facing the bottom of the order for the Mets in the bottom half of the 4th inning. This inning's not over yet. The 1-2 pitch, and it's now over as Church swings through a pitch up in the zone. And he flips his bat. He's not happy with that at bat, but a 1-2-3 inning for Scott. We do go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 4-3 St. Louis.
Enjoy a true St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
Just when we think we've seen it all, baseball gives us something new to talk about.
Splits 2 defenders and makes a great grab. The kick is good, right through the flying uprights.
Whoa, went down inside his chest protector.
That's not a catch?
Make way for Batman.
People would love this if we did Lady and the Tramp.
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzy Albies' glove.
He flips the entire glove to first base.
Fast and furious and dead on.
Now let's dive into this week's top plays.
Is pulled and a leaping grab by Shoebake.
Carson Bench with a pulchritudinous play. Moving fast toward big league stardom.
Randy Rosarena! Superman catch!
What a leaping grab by Quan.
And those 39-year-old legs are still cooking.
Oh, are you kidding me, Petey? Help it. Oh, hey now, hey now. What a play by Ryan McMahon. How about that?
Austin Slater swings and misses at a slurve that hit him, and he is down on strikes. That's marginally embarrassing.
Pete's going to make sure the hair is in decent shape. Now move the rally cap to the other side of the head.
Oh, look out. Big fella lost his shillelagh on that pass.
We got a ferry boat upside down, the Collector Cup. Raising the bar for all of us.
Hot shot. The ball bounced off his glove, and he starts, oh my, wow.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Tropical twist to game night and makes waves in the stands. Available in medium and XL while supplies last. More details and tickets now at cardinals.com/promotions.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 4-3 Cardinals. Strike 1 delivered to Brett Beatty, third baseman for the Mets. It'll be left, right, left, Beatty, Alvarez, and Melendez here in the home half of the 4th inning. And the next delivery is taken low, 1-1. A splitter, and that was pitch number 63 by Dobbins. So a high count through 3 innings. Maybe 5 maximum, we'll see. The 1-1 pitch is grounded foul. They had a nice thing in between innings. They had a quiz up on the board, a picture of an ex-Met, and you had to identify who he was. He was the guy that actually had a cameo in the movie Men in Black with Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith, and I love that movie, favorite movie of mine. And there was an outfielder who dropped the ball because the aliens came into New York, right around Shea Stadium at the time. The 1-2 delivery, and the quiz was, who is that player? And that player was Bernard Gilkey. who is also a Cardinal and from St. Louis and coaching with St. Louis now. So he has a lot of ties, of course, to both clubs, but also a movie star, as he was in that movie Men in Black, just for a second. But
yeah, Bernie's always been a star.
Oh, he's the best. Very likable. 3-2 the count on Beatty now. Dobbins, the wind and the pitch, swinging a foul back. 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for New York. And we are only in the 4th inning. The home runs have slowed a bit. Let's hope they stay that way, at least for the bottom half. Dobbins has given up 2. Both of them came in the first inning. The 3-2 delivery is hit in the air towards left center field. And it is Newpark coming in a few steps, a few more, and he makes the play in left center. And that is out number 1. Here's something you're going to be interested in. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the St. Louis Cardinals, LLC. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be
disseminated
without the express written consent of
the St. Louis Cardinals, brought to you by Brown & Crouppen,
a great law firm. Told you you'd be interested in that. Now, this song I don't know either. Oh, the song earlier, by the way, was...
well, Alvarez wanted to hear a lot of it because he called the batter's timeout before stepping in.
He wanted to hear some more of that. I think you're right. I think that's what he did. He takes a pitch high. He was kind of getting into it.
When he started doing the dance steps outside the batter's box, that was the giveaway to me.
That was the giveaway. It was Bell Big DeVoe, by the way, that sang the song for This Girl Is Mine, or I believe that's what the name of the song is, which was A.J. Ewing's song. Again, back in the Wayback Machine for that one. The 1-1 delivery is a swing and a miss. That may have been a hanging slider, too.
Well, the strike one breaking ball was a hanger.
I can tell by the look on Dobbins' face with that. He wasn't happy with it, but he is 1-2, and the next delivery is a better one, and it's grounded towards third, and it is foul. Just foul. Gorman made a nice play on it, as Alvarez really didn't get out of the box very well. He thought it was going to be fouler than it was, but it was almost over that bag.
Fowler?
Fowler, as in Dexter. We can make up words here, can't we? It's America.
Whatever
John.
You want to do, Ricky.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Freedom of speech, even if it's incorrect speech. Exercising my right over here, John.
You have to do gooder, Ricky.
I'm trying. 1-2 pitch to Alvarez. Here it comes. It's fouled off to the right. In the 5th inning, the Cardinals will have the top of the order: Weatherholt, Herrera, and Burleson. See if they can add some more tallies against their starter, Scott. And hopefully the score will be as is. It's 4-3 Cardinals. The wind and the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. He threw that one by the batter Alvarez. That pitch at 95 miles an hour, and it was strikeout number 4 for Dobbins. That really has been his best pitch, the fastball. He's gotten more hurt on the off-speed pitches than anything. And I don't know that tune either by M.J. Melendez. Well, it's not his tune, but it's his walk-up song, and he swings and misses at that. He struck out his first time, and he's got the happy feet again today.
Well, he has the short pants on.
He does.
Uniform pants bloused above the knees.
Looks like Scottish golf pants, kind of. Next pitch to him is a swing and a miss. He has had so much movement with his feet. I don't know how he's keeping his head steady, and maybe he's not.
Probably because of the beat of the walk-up song.
Could be. Dobbins has him 0-2, and he misses high 1-2, trying for a 1-2-3 inning for the first time here this afternoon. We're at Citi Field in New York. Hot day today. Feels like temperature 100, a heat advisory going on, a little breeze going out towards right. The pitch to Melendez is low 2-2. I know they have watch parties around here. I think they have watch parties for tennis. And they also have it for World Cup going on, even in this area here. So there's a lot of activity. And, of course, the Knicks game last night was big here. There's a swing and a foul back. In between innings.
Get back to the hotel. That watch party at the hotel, like 4 people out there in the courtyard. They had definitely given up on the game.
Well, I hadn't. I was one of those 4. And then it started to grow even more and more and more, and became quite an ending. Swing and a foul off to the left.
But what did I tell you about an NBA game?
Well,
first quarter, one team gets way ahead. Second quarter, the other team fights its way back, trying to get inside single digits in the deficit. Third quarter goes back and forth, and then it's game on in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this one was...
If you missed the fourth quarter, you missed the game.
There's a ground ball, base hit up the middle. In this case, the Knicks didn't start to come back till the second half. They were down by 30. And somehow, 29 at least, and came back and won it. And they showed it. They showed the highlight of Anunoby tapping the ball in for the game winner in between innings here 2 innings ago. And that may be a good way to get applause going on at Citi Field. Everybody was digging that. It's fresh on everybody's mind. So Melendez gets a hit with 2 outs. So much for the 1-2-3 inning. And it's Carson Benj who's 1 for 2. Their leadoff hitter batting.
I'm not sure Dobbins is going to go much more than 4.
You might be right. There's some milling about.
He's at 82 pitches right now.
It looks like Brule starting to throw. Pickoff attempt to first, and they almost got him, and Alec Burleson thinks they may have.
He's looking to the Cardinal dugout, and Oliver Marmol wants a moment to check with Chad Blair.
Alec popped up quickly just to make sure they at least looked at it.
Play on.
And they say play on. And it's not that the fielder is saying for sure, but if you have any doubt, let the manager know. Next pitch is grounded foul. When the replay first came out, that was something that all teams were instructing, and independently so. They were instructing their infielders to give them some feedback quickly so they wouldn't miss a play that maybe a guy popped off the bag, for example.
You have a split second to make a decision, really.
1-1 the count on Benj, who bats from the left side. He's a rookie. And a star in the making. The pitch to him is outside.
We have a lot of good young players in this game right now.
Yeah, we do. So many really good young players. We've seen a bunch of them already this year. McGonigal won.
With Detroit leading 5-0 over Minnesota. That's in the middle innings.
2-1 pitch is fouled off to the left. Sal Stewart for the Reds. He's having a good season. He's their main piece of their offense right now for the Reds. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch count going up for Dobbins. And the next delivery is a swing and a miss. He struck him out. He strikes out Benj for the second time. And that's 5 strikeouts for Dobbins. And a good finish to the bottom of the 4th inning. John has the 5th.
Slams it deep left center. Kittle turning around. Goodbye, home run. No, it hit the roof. It hit the roof and came back in. He may have it inside the park home run. No, they're going to hold him. They can't. He went through the sign. Fisk has got him. There's one for the books.
Ohtani drives the ball to left center field and deep and gone. Wow. But the Dodgers drop 9 in the first inning.
Tanner Bybee, 8 innings in the books of shutout baseball. Tonight's game, what a performance.
And it's the PCA show here at Wrigley.
4 hits, 2 game-tying home runs. The Cubs done the lost out, and PCA delivers.
Tommy Troy's got it. Wow, to catch Tommy Troy.
Wow. Yeah, wow is right. right. You thought Corbin Carroll covered some ground. How about Tommy Troy laying out left?
Number 5 in the slam department. Your Don is now leading in all the Triple Crown categories.
He's a big man, and he's built for big moments.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Going after the first pitch in the 5th inning, it's J.J. Weatherholt hitting a foul ball out of play down the left field line. Weatherholt, Herrera, and Burleson for the Cardinals in the 5th inning. A 4-3 St. Louis lead. The pitch outside from Scott. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scott's pitch count is at 72. But 86, the pitch count for Hunter Dobbins, and he may be through his assignment today. Ground ball to the second baseman, Semien, a Gold Glover, gloves it, throws it, gets him. 0 for 3 for Weatherholt. Let's pause here for station identification on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Ryan Schulte is our producer-engineer. Jonathan Camp is in the St. Louis studio. Tom Ackerman hosted the pregame. Matt Pauley will be along with the postgame show. And with Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. 4-3 Cardinals. Ball 1 to Herrera. Herrera's looking to get on base for the first time. A strikeout and a ground out, and he takes a ball outside. Christian Scott is doing the pitching for the Mets.
Pitch is called a ball. The catcher's challenging.
And I think Herrera's going to win this one.
Call's confirmed it is a ball.
Right again.
So the Mets are out of challenges.
Thank you.
A 1-0 pitch, John, in the 5th inning. Is that worth a challenge if you're not sure?
No, not at all.
I don't think so.
Here's a pitch in for a strike, 2-1 on Ivan Herrera.
I just think some catchers are better, and hitters, obviously, because they get a chance to challenge too. They're just better at understanding the situation.
Here's Herrera taking a curve a little bit high. And even if the Mets think that call was wrong, they can't challenge anymore this game unless we get to extra innings. Then they'll get one back. The Cardinals still have their 2. 3-1 on Herrera, looking for a go pitch. He'd like to get into one today. He has 7 home runs. The pitch outside. Herrera takes a walk. He's on with 1 out, and Alec Burleson coming up. Maryville University offers market-relevant programs in partnership with local and national corporations. Thus, students gain the skills they need to succeed in the workforce of the future. Learn more at maryville.edu.
I'm not saying that not having a ABS challenge or not having a challenge on a play on a base means you're going to lose a ball game, but it's an advantage that you're losing. I mean, it is a potential problem.
Herrera took about 5 steps towards second, put on the brakes, and the pitcher, Scott, heard someone yell, "Step off." That he did, and Herrera went back to the bag. Herrera jumps off to an even bigger lead. The pitch, Burleson takes inside.
So stepping off was the right thing to do when somebody yelled for him to step off, but the next right thing to do is actually look over to see where the runner is. And he actually looked towards second instead of just turning around and might have been able to catch Herrera.
And ball 1 to Burleson was actually a strike, but no challenges left for the Mets. Here's a check swing and a strike called. A sweeper by Scott levels the count at 1-1. Herrera's on base for the first time in the game today. He's on for the 3rd time by way of a walk in this series. Now the pitch. Burleson lets a breaking ball go low. Close take. 2-1. Burleson deep in the batter's box. Scott looks to first. The pitch. A swing and a miss.
So
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The tarps off section that they had here in game 1 of this series, they must have just taken the next 2 days off. Maybe they only show up for the first game of series, because I do not see them again, unless they're above us. That could be.
2-2 the count. 1 out. Runner at first base. Burleson takes ball 3 high and wide. Does Ivan Herrera run here with Burleson at the plate?
I would say no. Stubby's talking to him right now.
Burleson a home run and a line out to first base. Burley has homered in all 3 games in the series. The runner goes, and the pitch is hit foul down the right field line.
I think you run into the risk of a double play a different way. I think Burley's more apt to put the ball in the air. And so you're worried about the double play for Burley, so that's why you run. But you're running into the possibility of a strike him out, throw him out with Herrera.
Or a line drive to first and step on the bag.
That too.
Burleson lined out to the first baseman Young the last time up. Herrera ran a moment ago. That pitch was fouled off. Here's another 3-2 coming up. Herrera leads at first base. He's going. The pitch is fouled straight back. I mean, Herrera's not catching today. He's getting his steps in now.
Sure is.
DHing and running the bases.
Yeah, he's been the Iron Man, hasn't he?
Playing in every game.
Well, I can tell you this. If Burley would swing and miss at either of those last 2 pitches, Herrera's out at second.
Yes.
He's not getting a great jump. And you don't really want to always in this situation. You want to make sure you don't get picked off.
From the stretch, Herrera leans at first base. He's going. Burleson swings and hits a fly ball right field. It's going to be caught by Benj. He puts it away and back to first base. Herrera with 2 outs.
One of the other advantages to running him, if you could, let's say Burley hits a gapper, you got a much better chance of scoring on that play. Herrera is not the fastest Cardinal, but if he's already down to second base and the ball hits the gap in left center or right center, and Burley's very capable of doing that, maybe it's an extra run.
We get a mound visit now from the pitching coach of the New York Mets, and that's Justin Willard.
Again, a strangely timed mound
I'm thinking
visit.
the same thing.
I mean, what in the world is this conversation about right now?
He's retired Walker on a line drive to left, well struck, and then struck him out swinging in the 3rd inning.
I mean, unless there's what new information could they have now about Jordan Walker?
Breaking news.
What's the breaking news?
Clouding up now, and a chance of rain in the forecast here this afternoon in Queens.
If first base was open, John, I could see a mound visit there to try to figure out, okay, are you going to be careful with Walker here or pitch to him? Which I think you'd have to pitch to him anyway because Newpar's up next.
Walker has a home run and 5 RBIs in the series, 0 for 2 today. Working on a 7-game hitting streak. The Cardinals lead 4-3, top of the 5th. Scott throws to first. Herrera's back in safely. I guess the Mets feel like Herrera has the happy feet over there and wants to run. He was running on 3-2 pitches when Burleson fouled off a couple and then hit a fly ball for an out to right field. Herrera jumps off to another lead. The pitch. Walker gets out of the way of an inside fastball.
A mound visit to me can disrupt things for a pitcher.
You've always said that.
I don't like it. I just don't like it. It's like, what? I'm already thinking about this hitter. Now you're going to come out. Unless, I mean, there are times where you need help. Trust me. But I don't see it there. I just don't.
2 outs. Runner at first. The 1-0. Walker swings, and there's a hit to left field. That gets down on one hop to the left fielder. Melendez's throw goes toward third. Now it's an 8-game hitting streak for Jordan Walker.
The only other possibility is to get a pitcher warmed up in the pen, and there is one warmed up, and that was the last pitch thrown by the right-hander Scott.
We have a pitching change brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We will be back.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive! Superman hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game, the pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue, Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
A.J. Minter had been on the injured list, reinstated on May the 26th. 13 appearances in his first full season with the Mets before his season-ending injury. He had surgery on his left lat, but he's back with them right now, and when he's on, he's one of the better left-handers in the game.
He's had a great career, 3.18 career ERA, and he's played a long time.
Newbar looks at a high fastball from Minter. In fact, he had a little cut to that one, the pitch around 89, 90 miles an hour for ball one.
Longtime Atlanta Brave, last 2 seasons, as you mentioned, with the Mets.
Newbar halfway to the cycle with a double and a home run. The pitch to Lars, a swing, and there's a fly ball left center field. Melendez calls off Ewing. The left fielder makes the catch, and the Cardinals strand 2. Halfway through the game, the Cardinals lead in New York 4-3.
Hey, JJ Weatherhole here. From the stands, people see.
It's just as hard to hit homers in this ballpark.
There's a drive. I don't care how big the park is. This one is gone. Touch 'em all time. His first Major League home run, T.J. Rumfield. First homer of the year for the Rockies. They take a 1-0 lead.
Roof open, roof closed. That would not have mattered. That sounded like a cannon coming off of the bat. Good for him.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to, and so I credit my dad for that.
Bucks with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
A right-handed batter is up. Bo Bichette. He homered off Dobbins the first time up. A swing and a miss. A 95-mile-an-hour fastball down and away. Strike 1. With the left-handed lane coming up, Soto, Young, and Ewing. Brule is ready in the bullpen.
I believe this will be Dobbins' last batter.
Pitch number 88, and that's chopped up the middle of the infield. Charging, gloving, it's Wynn, and he throws out his counterpart.
And here comes Ollie.
And we're going to have a pitching change, and it's brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care, feeding Cardinals fans across the nation. We'll be right back.
For the first 2 months of the season, San Diego's dynamic showman, Fernando Tatis Jr., has experienced, well, let's just call it a power outage. One of the game's most electric players had gone 55 consecutive games and more than 200 at-bats without a home run. That all changed last Saturday against the Nats. In the top of the fifth, Tatis faked a bunt on the first pitch, but on the next pitch, he unleashed. Like, really unleashed, crushing the ball 451 feet.
Home run number 1 of 2026 for Fernando Tatis Jr.
It was his longest home run since 2021 and capped a 6-game stretch in which he had 13 hits and raised his batting average by 24 points.
Enjoy the ride, Fernando.
With the home run monkey off his back, let's see if El Nino can turn the tide and add the power surge the Padres will need to keep pace with the Dodgers in the NL West.
Ricky, did you know Graybar is your electrical and datacom distributor, helping to power connect and maintain your operations?
Yep.
Well, you're new at that.
Yeah, I did.
Graybar does that. New pitcher, Justin Brule. He had a good outing, game 1 of the series, a couple of really good innings out of the bullpen. And what I thought was interesting, he didn't fidget around on the mound or kick away at the dirt around the rubber or the landing area on the mound. He got the sign, got the ball, and came right back with the next pitch. He faces Juan Soto, protecting a 1-run lead as Soto checks his swing and takes strike 1.
This is a pretty high leverage situation for him pitching. Now, it is just the 5th inning, but regardless, it's a 1-run game. And it feels like it's later than it is. It's the 5th inning, but it feels like next couple of innings can be critical. The game can go either way.
There's a ball that's lined into right center field. That's down for at least 1. It's going to be a double. The ball goes to the wall. Soto has a lead or a 1-out double here as the first batter to face Dobbins. The tying run is on second base. The 5th double for Soto. Now Jared Young, another left-handed batter. Ewing, another left-handed batter, comes out to the on-deck circle.
And in a game filled with extra base hits, we just had another one. Mets have 4 of them. Cardinals have 6 of them.
The Mets have out-hit the Cardinals 8-7. The Cardinals are clinging to a 4-3 lead. The pitch right down the middle, strike 1. Young, a home run, and he popped out to the third baseman Gorman, who was playing in the shortstop area. But with the runner at second, Gorman is only about 10 feet away from third base. He's playing in some. The pitch. Breaking ball low. That's picked out of the dirt. Crooks throws a new ball to the mound. No, 1 ball, 1 strike count.
Rule's going to have 3 batters here, I'm sure, and then it'll be George Soriano, whenever that is, to face Marcus Semien.
From the stretch. Now the pitch. There is a ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. Soto's being waved around. Here's the throw coming home from Church. Soto is going to be safe because the ball got away from Crooks, and we're tied. Had Crooks been able to catch that, Soto would have been out by plenty.
Oh, such a tough hop for Crooks to catch.
It was a tough hop to negotiate, and he just couldn't get the glove on it.
A strong throw. I'm surprised they sent him, frankly, because Church has such a strong arm. And he charged that really well, and his throw was on line, but it was a short hop. And almost as if Crooks would have been better off coming to the front of the plate and catching it on the fly and then trying to tag behind him, but easier said than done.
And with the high throw, the runner goes to second. Young is the go-ahead run, 1 out. Left-handed batter Ewing takes down and in, ball 1. Brule has failed against the first 2 left-handed batters, giving up a double to Soto and an RBI hit to Young. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ewing looks at a strike.
Very nearly the third outfield assist for Church.
But the ball got away from Crooks.
Oh, there it is.
Fastball down the middle made it a 1-ball-1-strike count. That looked pretty good for Brule. But Brule now goes to the rosin bag, and he's moving around the mound. He can get fidgety out there. Let's see what he does here on 1-1. Here it comes. That is low for a ball. Pickoff throw to second. Bounces, and Wynn can't hang on. Back safely, Jared Young.
Ryan Schulte pointed out that the walk-up songs are actually up on the board. That's pretty helpful. Didn't realize that they had that here. And the song earlier for the batter at the plate, and it's actually listed up there on the board as his walk-up song, is Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe.
4-4. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Justin Brule has given up 2 hits. 1 out, the pitch. A swing and a miss, 2-2. Gorman backs up a few steps, playing about 10, 15 feet away from third base now. Wynn is up the middle at shortstop for the left-handed batter, and a big gap in between the 2 on the left side. All the infielders play back now. The 2-2 pitch here for Ewing. A swing and a miss. Went with the sweeper for strikes 2 and 3 to take care of Ewing, 2 outs. Marcus Semien is coming up, and here comes Oliver Marmol for the pitching change, brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. Soriano is coming on when we come back.
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzie Albies' glove, and then so Ozzie's walking out saying, hang on, what's falling out of my glove? Hold on. What? And I'm telling you, I mean, he's got almost half the
It's right-hander George Soriano. Soriano worked against the Cincinnati Reds. His last outing, 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 1 run earned. He had a strikeout, throwing 17 pitches. And that was on the 7th. Here we are June 11th facing the New York Mets with the go-ahead run, Jared Young at second base and 2 outs. Back-to-back hits, a double by Soto, base hit for Jared Young, produced the tying run. And Marcus Semien, a right-handed batter, faces Soriano. Soriano's pitch is swung on and missed as he simply overpowered Semien with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. A balanced infield behind the right-hander George Soriano. The Cardinals got him from the Nationals. The pitch. That's a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Soriano's trying to keep this game at 4-4 as we play in the bottom of the 5th inning at Citi Field. The kick, the pitch. A swing and a miss on a slider way outside. Semien is out. We're going to the 6th, tied at 4 in New York.
Hey, St. Louis.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games, pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
A chance for Cattell, who went 0 for 11 in Seattle. He's 0 for 3 so far tonight. Tommy takes off. Marte with a liner to left field. There it goes. 112 off the bat, and they've opened up a 4-1 lead. That's number 10 for Ketel Marte. Boy, that thing got out of here on a rope.
Apparently the Dodgers didn't watch Marte against the Giants when he wore out left-handed pitching.
Illini fans, Illini Night presented by Busey Bank is Friday, July 10th at Busch Stadium. Fans who purchase a special theme ticket will receive an Illini and Cardinals co-branded hat. You can also upgrade your ticket to attend a special Q&A with me, two-time World Series champion and Illinois Athletics Hall of Famer Scott Spezio. Purchase your ticket at cardinals.com/Illini.
A 4-4 game in the sixth inning as Minter pitches to Mason Wynn, taking inside ball one. The Cardinals scored 3 times in the second inning, and they left a runner at third base, Church, in the second. They left Nootbaar at second base in the third inning and left Herrera at second base in the fifth. There's a hot shot, diving play by Beatty. Gets to his feet. The third baseman throws low, but caught by Young, and Wynn is out on a fine play for out number 1 in the sixth. That brings in Jimmy Crooks, a home run, a 2-run homer in the 3-run second inning. He gave the Cardinals a 4-1 lead at the, or 4-3 lead at the time, only to have that erased when the Mets batted in the bottom of the fifth on back-to-back hits. Cardinals were up 1-0, and then they were down 3-1. Then a 3-run second. Nootbaar and Crooks hit home runs in the second. Burleson hit a homer in the first. Minter's pitch. Crooks foul tips that into the catcher's mitt. Crooks, the 2024 Cardinals Minor League Player of the Year. From Euless, Texas, out of the University of Oklahoma. Minter's pitch. Check swing. Taken for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alvarez thought they had a strike there, but they're out of challenges. And the pitch was low and away. 1-1, lefty against lefty. Crooks swings and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Cardinals have won 6 in a row. They find themselves 3.5 games behind Milwaukee in the National League Central. Milwaukee lost 2 out of 3 against the A's in Vegas. Pitch low for a ball, 2-2 on Crooks.
Oklahoma, one of the teams in the College World Series. So is West Virginia, where J.J. Weatherhold went, and, of course, Victor Scott.
Crooks gets into one, sends it deep to center field, back to the track, and caught at the wall by Ewing. He hit that one to the wrong part of the park.
It's 408 to straightaway center, but the power alleys near it are pretty deep, too. It's 398 in kind of deep right center and 385 in deep left center, and that is the biggest part of the ballpark, no question.
A long, loud out number 2, and here's Nolan Gorman, who hasn't done anything today but strike out. Lefty against lefty. Minter with the pitch. A late swing on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball up 0-1.
Wonder if there'd be a guy in scoring position right now if we wouldn't see Fermin here.
Oh, I think so. The next one from Mentor. Ground ball. Fielded, no, just past the first baseman. Foul ball. Young got over to the line, but that one veered foul.
Oddly, there are times where Gorman has better success against lefties when he's struggling, and he clearly is struggling right now. But something about keeping that front shoulder in, perhaps, against lefties.
He has trouble against the righties.
He does. 3 for his last 49 with 27 strikeouts.
0-2 on Nolan Gorman. Nobody on base, 2 outs. A tie game in the 6th inning. Mentor with the pitch. A ball high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gorman is trying to extend the inning to Nathan Church. Third base line wide open. On 1-2, the former Brave pitches. Foul ball, and that goes out of play off to the left. The count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gorman is 0 for his last 13, 1 hit in his last 20 at-bats. That was a home run. He can run into one.
Yeah, he can.
But not often enough recently. Gorman waits for the 1-2 pitch from Mentor. A swing and a high fly ball center field. That's in the park. Gorman got under it. So does Ewing. He has it. We go to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 4 in New York.
This year, America celebrates 250 years of freedom and hard work. I'm Dustin Coleman.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bock beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town. Boom. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
Now let's check out some plays from the field that only a mother could love.
Thank you to all the mothers out there. We love you.
Too sweet.
Nicely done with the sign.
Vientos is not going to want this on his highlight reel, I'll tell you that.
Some just don't know how to catch them.
Hubba Bubba on Bubba.
You can even smell on his bat. Hitters are funny. Now he's talking to it.
Then Peters has some problems.
Heads up. Man alive.
Look, Mom, check out these top defensive plays.
Adele leaping, and he makes the catch.
He's unreal.
One of his patented run-saving miracles.
Welcome to the show, kid.
Put a star on that for Jarvis. Picked it right off the top of the grass. It was a snow cone.
That was sensational. Spectacular play by the Padres first baseman.
He jumps and he makes the catch. P-Crow awesome. Brian Waldschmidt, what a diving catch. What a catch by Eli White.
How about that?
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
With United Healthcare, you'll find a wide range of Medicare plans to choose from to fit your budget, your needs, and your life. Learn more at uhc.com.
Left, right, left. The lower third of the lineup for the Mets, beginning with Brett Beatty facing George Soriano. We're in the bottom of the 6th, the tie game. Bounding ball up the middle, backhanded by Weatherholt. His throw bounces, but picked at first by Burleson. 1 pitch, 1 out as Beatty grounds out 4-3. Let's pause for an ID here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Bob and Ricky Orton, I'm John Rooney at Citi Field in New York. A 4-4 game. The Mets about hit the Cardinals 9-7. Francisco Alvarez has one of those hits. He singled leading off the 2nd inning facing Hunter Dobbins. The pitch by Soriano swung on and missed. From the first pitch of the season to the last pitch in October, Bet365 is now the official mobile sports betting partner of the St. Louis Cardinals. Soriano struck out Semien. Now he gets the first out in the 6th. Throws a slider high for a ball, 1-1 on Francisco Alvarez.
What a nice find Soriano has been. The Cardinals have done a lot to help him get better, too, to reshape his slider. And I think the changeup that he's throwing right now is devastating when it's right.
The pitch is swung on, and there's a high fly ball down the left field line. Moving over by the stands, Nootbaar, and he reaches, making the catch in fair territory. I thought that thing was going to go foul, out of play. Nootbaar stayed with it, and the Cardinals get the out on Alvarez. That's a big out right there from a power hitter.
Well, I tell you who else thought it was going to go foul was Alvarez, because he never left the box. That ball was in the air all of that time.
If that hits down,
he's going to have to.
He has only a single.
He's going to be lucky to get to first base. That's right. I mean, that's a bad look right there, not running out a long fly ball out down the line.
2 outs. Melendez, a left-handed batter. He's 1 out of 2.
There is a little breeze in that direction, maybe influencing that.
Melendez broken 0 for 5. He had struck out 3 times in a row in the series when he singled with 2 outs in the 4th inning today. Melendez stepping in, standing deep in the batter's box, left foot against the back line. Playing left field with Soto DHing. Soriano's pitch. A swing, and that's hit in the air. Popped up. Short left center field. Backing up the shortstop, Mason Wynn on the outfield grass. He makes the catch to his left side, fighting the sun. A very fast bottom of the 6th. Ricky has the 7th inning. Tied.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Jacob deGrom getting the start for the Rangers, looking for career win number 100, his 3rd attempt to try and get to the Century Club.
Yeah, it's time. Like, this guy's a great pitcher. You mentioned just a generational type of talent.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Maybe tipped by Torres, but deGrom disposes of him and his bleached hair on 3 pitches. Back-to-back strikeouts gets deGrom out of the inning. Swing and a miss on another slider. deGrom makes it look easy against Walker. A 1-2-3 inning for Jacob. Swing and a miss. deGrom maybe lost his footing, but Wynn went after a fastball that was up and in. And Jacob gets the first out in the 4th. It's his 5th strikeout of the game. Check swing. He went around. Curveball in the dirt. deGrom with his 7th strikeout.
Check swing, whiff for the strikeout.
5 scoreless for the Rangers stud righty Jacob deGrom. Career win number 100.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Top of the 7th inning, we've got ourselves a ball game here at Citi Field in New York. It's tied at 4, and deeper into the Mets bullpen. They've got a good bullpen. That's the best part of their team probably right now. Brooks Raley, the veteran left-hander, 37 years old, was originally drafted by the Cubs, has been a Met since 2023, and all he does is get people out. He has had very good seasons, each of the last 4, and he will face Nathan Church, Weatherholt, and Herrera here in the 7th. And his first pitch is outside, ball 1. So Raley is in relief of Minter, who also pitched well in this game. Minter went a inning and a third. There's a swing and a foul off the foot of Church, and he's hopping around a little bit, and they're going to give him some time to get right. 4 runs on 7 hits for the Cardinals, 4 runs on 9 hits for the Mets. At Chili Plastering, they bring your vision to life. From smooth interior plastering to stunning pool finishes, each project is handled with precision, expert craftsmanship, and commitment to detail. Trust Chili Plastering, serving the St. Louis area for 75 years. Church is better. He's back in the box, and here comes the 1-1 pitch to him. A swing and a miss. He chased the pitch away. And an off-balance swing there by Church, who has doubled and struck out in this game. So Raley has the 7th. The pitch to Church is outside, and it looks like JoJo Romero will have the bottom of the 7th. As there's a left-handed lane coming up again for New York. That includes Benj, a right-hander, then Soto and Young. Swing and a miss. And Church did not like that at bat. He was definitely off balance by Raley. And he is out number 1, and back to the top of the order in J.J. Weatherholt. Raley with the sweeper at 82 miles an hour, and it just swept right towards the outside half, and he just could not put the ball in play. We'll see if Weatherholt can. First pitch to him is a fastball up and in for a ball. That pitch at 90 miles an hour, so not a particularly hard thrower, Raley, but effective, very effective as a reliever. Tricky, low arm angle. Next pitch is popped up, left side. Could be playable by Beatty, who comes over towards the Cardinals dugout, and it's going to be 2 rows deep. You know, I wonder about that fly ball down the left field line. The Mets were arguing with the home plate umpire, and I can't really figure out a reason why. I wonder if they think that that ball hit something down there. The screen's not down there that far, though, is it?
No.
But it seemed like they were trying to get the home plate umpire's attention, and there was some discussion in between innings, and it was a mild protest from the Mets about something. The 1-1 pitch is grounded to the right side, and over to get it is Semien, and he throws out his counterpart Weatherholt. A strikeout and a ground out, and a good start again for the Mets bullpen here today, as they have retired everybody they've faced, 6 straight. In relief of Christian Scott, who gave up 4 runs. Hunter Dobbins gave up 3. Justin Rule gave up a run to tie it. That was Soto, a leadoff double in the 5th inning. He scored on a base hit by Jared Young. So Herrera will bat for the 4th time. He has struck out, grounded out, and walked in this game. Typically gets on base at least once in a game. Feels like more than that. He has a .392 on-base percentage coming into play today. Check swing, and it's a called strike anyway. As we play in the top of the 7th. It is a bullpen game now, as the sweeper is a called strike. He cut the outside corner with it. And Herrera's down 0-2. JoJo's ready. And Raley delivers outside to the Cardinal designated hitter, Ivan Herrera, who's been hit by a pitch 15 times. Next delivery to Ivan is taken high, 2-2. Scott, Minter, and now Raley for the Mets. Dobbins, Brule, and Soriano for the Cardinals so far. The 2-2 delivery is hit foul, hard and foul. It's going to get up to the middle deck into a whole group of folks up there. Hope everybody's okay. That went over the screen and still had some steam on it by the time it got into the stands. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Herrera from Panama City, Panama. The 2-2 pitch is outside, ball 3. And again, no challenge, although that wasn't, I don't think, going to be challenged anyway. But it's still a factor here that the Mets do not have a challenge left. Payoff pitch coming up with Burleson on deck, and the 3-2 is outside, ball 4. They might have wanted to challenge that one maybe, but they can't do it. As the
ball was plenty outside.
Ball was outside. So Herrera walks for the 2nd time. And we are going to have another mound visit. I'm just not tracking it.
The Mets pitching coach loves to go out there.
Yeah, I'm not tracking it. I'm just not tracking what Raley wouldn't know about Alec Burleson.
I'm not sure Raley was having much to do with it.
Yeah, that's just a bad. I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason. There's always more reasons down there than we can see from up here, and that's why we try to talk. We're so grateful to the Cardinals for our access to be able to talk to them before and after games, and sometimes during games, as we've had a coach on every homestand at least once, as the first pitch is taken low by Burley. And all I can think of again is maybe the last time the same reason was to get somebody else loose, but I don't see much action in the Mets bullpen
no
right
one
now.
Throwing.
Not yet. The 1-0 pitch is grounded foul past Stubby Clapp. But I think that's always important for everybody to know is it's easy to make simple conclusions about what you see, but you don't see everything. And so there's more to it. When a pitcher gets taken out, I mean, you don't really know how that pitcher's feeling. They know it down there. The 1-1 pitch, a pickoff move, and back safely is Herrera. There's always more factors to every decision that goes on down on the field. The 1-1 pitch to Burley is outside, 2-1, so maybe he's in the driver's seat now. Oh, for the gapper here in right center field. How about that gap? I'd actually prefer one down the left field line right now if I had to order one. There's a pitch. It's grounded foul on the right side. You've got Melendez in left, Ewing and Benji in center and right, and the center and right fielder can fly.
The Twins are playing in Detroit. Top half of the 8th inning, 8-0 Detroit.
How about that? 2-2 pitch is grounded, and it's caught, and it's in fair territory as the first baseman, Young, catches the ball and steps on the bag. Burley is retired. Yeah, get that Twin bullpen.
Turns out a minor tune-up to the Dodgers lineup may have Mookie Betts firing on all cylinders.
It's gone! There's the feel, there's the results.
Dave Roberts decided to give Mookie a new perspective on Tuesday, dropping him from his usual 2-hole down to the cleanup spot for the first time since 2017. Safe to say, Mookie's slumbering bat woke up.
And this ball is gone. A home run as Mookie announces he is back.
Betts went atomic against the Rockies, launching 2 homers and driving in 5.
Well, Betts in that cleanup spot, and that's exactly what he's been doing with runs. He's been cleaning them up.
And hey, shout out Andy Pajes. He shifted up into the 2 spot, racked up 4 hits, and extended his MLB leading RBI total. The Dodgers have been winning and are on top in the NL West, but getting Mookie Betts back to his old self makes their chances at a three-peat look a whole lot better.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Clean up when you call on the restoration specialists at 1-800-SERVE-PRO to help make it like it never even happened. That's 1-800-SERVE-PRO. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
He hits that ball high and deep to center field, and it's gone! First Major League home run for J.J. Weatherholt.
Hi, this is J.J. Weatherholt. Christian Day at the ballpark presented by Greater St. Louis FCA is Saturday, June 27th. Stick around after we take on the Marlins and join me along with 2006 World Series champions Chris Carpenter, Jeff Suppan, and Scott Spezio as we share stories about faith, baseball, and the impact both have had on our lives. Can't wait to see you there. Get your tickets today at cardinals.com/Christian Day or call 314-345-9000.
7th inning stretch was presented by Spectrum. It's internet, mobile, and streaming TV all from one place. And it is JoJo Romero out for the bottom of the 7th, and he misses low. Ball 1 to Carson Benj, who has singled and scored. He's also struck out twice. And we had a home run derby contest going that's turned into a baseball game here. We're tied at 4. It's been much better pitching. There's a strike, or at least the hitters have been controlled since the first couple of innings. The Mets did get a run in the 5th inning to tie it. Cardinals with a run in the first, 3 in the second. The Mets scored 3 in the bottom of the first inning. Slider is a little bit high for a ball. Late break from JoJo. Carson Benj from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Next pitch is swung on and missed. And, of course, Crooks played at Oklahoma. And as I mentioned, in the College World Series, West Virginia, also Georgia's in the College World Series. So Chip Carey, who matriculated there, they'll all have a rooting interest in the World Series. 2-2 pitch is fouled off to the left. Benj, Bichette, and Soto. Hoping that Soto didn't get heated up with that double that he had his last time up. The 2-2 pitch to Benj is popped up towards the left fielder Nootbaar. He comes in several steps. He's eyeballing it, and he one-hands it for out number 1. So Benj is 1 for 4. And Bo Bichette will now bat in a game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment.
Well, the Cardinals and Mets played an extra inning game the last time they faced each other in St. Louis. The Cardinals won that to win 2 out of 3.
The Cardinals, with those 2 wins, they won the last 2 games and won the first 2 here. They've won 4 straight against the Mets. And prior to coming here for game 1 of this series, they'd lost 5 straight games at Citi Field. But off to a good start in this series, but more work to do as we play in the 7th inning with Bichette at the plate and a 1-1 count on him, and that's low, 2-1. Bichette homered in the first inning off of the Cardinal starter, Hunter Dobbins. And, of course, we've already closed the book on him for a long time. He went 4
that was my finger.
4 to 3rd innings, 7 hits and 3 runs, swing and a fly ball to center field. And that's going to be handled by the Cardinal center fielder, Church. And that's out number 2. A fly out to left, a fly out to center. Be ready, Jordan Walker, for Juan Soto.
The fan just below us didn't like the outcome of that fly.
I heard that. They were very distraught there, weren't they? Juan Soto is grounded out, lined out, and doubled, and he takes a pitch high for a ball. His double was a big hit in this game. It got the Mets back on the board after he scored on the Young base hit. Both those came against Justin Brule, the Cardinal lefty, and he's got another lefty to face here, and there's a strike from Soto. Very demonstrative in the batter's box. Is that a fair word to say? Moving around, a lot of gyrations. 1-1 pitch to him is a called strike. Outside corner.
That's the shake, rattle, and roll batting stance.
It is. He's got all that movement, and then when he hits the ball, he doesn't run to first. I think he uses up his energy. The 1-2 pitch coming up to Juan Soto, and that is hit high and deep to right field. Backing up is Walker, looking up, and it's gone. Into the Cardinals bullpen. A hanging 1-2 slider from JoJo Romero, and Soto has just hit his 14th home run of the year, and the Mets have a 5-4 lead in the bottom of the 7th inning. A mistake by JoJo, and he paid for it. Hanging slider at the top of the zone, and not the location or the break that JoJo had planned for. And that's the Mets' 3rd home run of the game. The Cardinals have homered 3 times. So now the Cardinals are going to have to play catch-up, and they've only got 2 innings to do so. Romero misses outside, ball 1 to Jared Young, who has homered, popped out, and singled in this game. There's some guys you just can't make mistakes to, and Soto would be one of them. There's a strike. Oh boy, that was a definite hanger from JoJo. It happens. You're not planning to do it, you just do it. The Cardinals will have Walker, Newbar, and Wynn in the top of the 8th inning. We'll see if the Cardinals have some fight in them. Swing and a foul back. The Mets still have a couple of righties that we've not seen in this series yet. Well, they have a few of them. But the two of interest would be Luke Weaver, former Cardinal, who's having a big season, and Devin Williams from St. Louis, who is their closer. This is going to be challenged on a pitch outside. And the microphone not working, but trust me, that's what our home plate umpire just said, and it is indeed a ball, so the Cardinals lose one of their challenges. The call was confirmed, and the Cardinals are down to just one challenge left, and they've got a 2-2 count on Young. Not a bad place to use it, though. Next delivery is hit in the air, left side. Long way to run for Newbar and Gorman. The third baseman runs it down in shallow left field. Nolan got a good jump on that. And the inning comes to a close, but the damage done. The solo home run by Juan Soto with 2 outs on a 1-2 pitch has given the Mets the lead.
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for me?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
It's a good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody gonna take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it. Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go placata right now on the field just because I held this batter, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need it back?
To get back.
Okay, you can continue talking.
And you're just going to hold on to it? Yeah.
Hammer and Hank became baseball's all-time home run king.
Hank Aaron flipped the bat, pointed to the outside, and said, placata.
And every single Triple Crown winner has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it looks pretty good for Miggy. Just saying.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es Flow Mayor.
It's former Cardinal Luke Weaver facing the Redbirds in the 8th inning, and the Mets have jumped back in front. They had a 2-run lead after 1 inning. The Cardinals got a Burleson home run and then a couple of Mets home runs in the bottom of the 1st inning. Put them ahead 3-1 over Hunter Dobbins and the Cardinals. Home runs by Bichette, a 2-run shot, and then Jared Young hit 1. But the Cardinals hit 2 home runs in a 3-run 2nd inning. Here's a swing and a foul ball off to the left by Jordan Walker facing Weaver. The Cardinals had a 4-3 lead until back-to-back hits for the Mets in the 5th inning as Soto doubled and scored on a single by Jared Young. And then Soto gave the Mets the lead with a home run in the 7th inning off JoJo Romero. 5 runs, 10 hits for the Mets, 4 runs, 7 hits for the Cardinals. Weaver facing the Cardinals the first time in the series deals a strike. Walker wasn't too sure about that one, but does not challenge as the Cardinals have 1 challenge remaining. And that pitch was a strike at the bottom of the zone. Walker calls the batter's timeout. Visit the Magic House, St. Louis's kid-approved immersive children's museum where imaginations run wild. Join in on the fun at ExploreSt.Louis.com. Top of the 8th inning, the final game of the 3-game series here in New York. Final game in the season series between the two as Walker hits a foul ball off to the right. The Cardinals have won 4 out of 5. They've won 4 in a row. They won the last game of the series at home in extra innings. We're tied until that Soto blast. There's a swing and a high foul ball out of play down the right field line for Walker, who's quite capable of tying the game himself. 17 home runs, 52 RBIs. Jordan has 1 for 3 and has extended his hitting streak to 8. From the field to finance, the Stiefel patch on every Cardinals jersey represents more than a logo. It's a symbol of strength, strategy, and success. From investment banking to wealth management, Stiefel, where success meets success. Here's a fastball taken high by Walker. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jordan Walker got a base hit to left. The Cardinals left 2 runners on in the 5th inning. Luke Weaver into the windup, the pitch, and Walker sends one in the air to right field. There's a play for Benj. He's waiting for it, makes the catch. 1 out. 1 out for Lars Nootbaar. Luke Weaver's 32 years old, drafted in the first round of the 2014 draft, the 27th player overall taken, and drafted by the Cardinals out of Florida State. He has been with the Cardinals, Arizona, on to Kansas City, Cincinnati, Seattle, the New York Yankees, now the New York Mets. And he deals ball 1 high to Lars Nootbaar.
Always had a big arm, always had a really good changeup. Learning the cutter, I think, was the key for him, and also going to the bullpen. I think the bullpen forced him to use the cutter, and, he's had a very nice career.
Here's the 1-0. Nootbaar grounds that one to the right side. It's backhanded by Young, flipping to Weaver, coming by, 2 down. Pause here for station identification on the Cardinals Network, powered by Graybar. Along with Ricky Horton, our producer engineers, Ryan Schulte. I'm John Rooney at Citi Field in New York. The Cardinals have a 6-game winning streak on the line, and they trail 5-4 with the Cardinals batting in the top of the 8th inning. The pitch, Mason Wynn swings and misses. I think I hear an attendance guess coming.
Yep, you heard me thinking again. My thoughts were 37,019.
They have been entertained to a total of 9 runs on 17 hits, an errorless game today. The Mets lead 5-4. The pitch, a swing and a miss by Mason Wynn. Wynn doubled his first time up and scored on a Jimmy Crooks home run. Since then, a strikeout and a good diving play on a hot shot ground ball to Beatty retired Wynn in the 6th inning. Weaver has him 0-2. With 2 outs, the pitch, Wynn swings and he hits a high fly ball center field, but that's in the park. Ewing makes the catch on the warning track out by the 380 sign. The Cardinals are out 1-2-3 in the 8th inning. The Mets come up leading.
Now let's check out some plays from the field that only a mother could love.
Thank you to all the mothers out there. We love you.
Too sweet.
Nicely done with the sign.
Vientos is not going to want this on his highlight reel, I'll tell you that.
Some just don't know how to catch them.
Hubba Bubba on Bubba.
You can even smell on his bat. Hitters are funny. Now he's talking to it.
Then Peters has some problem.
Heads up. Man alive.
Look, Mom, check out these top defensive plays.
Adele leaping, and he makes the catch.
He's unreal.
One of his patented run-saving miracles.
Welcome to the show, kid.
Put a star on that for Jarvis. Picked it right off the top of the grass. It was a snow cone.
That was sensational. Spectacular play by the Padres' first baseman.
He jumps and he makes the catch. Crow, awesome. Ryan Waldschmidt, what a diving catch. What a catch by Eli White.
How about that?
It's like, where's this one going and how hard is it going to be hit?
Chapman down the left field line. Crushed it and gone. and only the sign kept it from going out onto Waveland. 16-0. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this.
Oh my goodness, that was awesome. 110 on a line to the neutral. What the heck?
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
A.J. Ewing is the center fielder for the Mets. A fly out to left, a double and a strikeout today as the Mets are leading 5-4, batting in the bottom of the 8th inning. And a strike is thrown by JoJo Romero. Ewing gave up on the slider that caught the inside half of the plate, 0-1.
JoJo's thrown some really good pitches. He just threw one bad one.
The next one is swung on and missed, 0-2. That bad one ended up in the bullpen area off the bat of Soto. The pitch by JoJo, and it's popped down the left field line. Long run for Lars Nootbaar, and he can't get there in time. The ball hits off the screen foul. Nootbaar, Wynn, and Gorman going for that one.
So Graceffo is backing up JoJo Romero.
Taking his time coming back to the plate. A.J. Ewing, followed by Simeon, and then Beatty.
I would think Alvarez, if we get to him, would be where we would see Graceffo. You actually have to think that way. You have to almost pre-decide it if you're the pitching coach, manager of a club, to figure out who's the guy up for.
The 2-strike pitch. Strike called. A slider caught the inside corner. Threw that one right at Ewing, and it broke over the plate.
In fact, it's not unusual, and Dave Ricketts used to tell us in the Cardinals bullpen, the phone would ring and he'd say, you're up for Strawberry if there's less than 2 outs. Or you're up for this guy, or you're up for that guy. And guess who Graceffo's up for?
It's Simeon, and we have the pitching change brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care. We'll be right back.
Why is that person holding a Keith Hernandez card in their hand during the game? Are they waiting for you?
I never cared for that particular pose right there, to be honest with you. I mean, where do you sign on that card?
Right on your best feature. Keith on one side and Hernandez on the other.
I can only sign it on the Bohunkas, though.
Oh, that's a lovely signature.
Right across the boat. Look at that. It's like a tattoo.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Two-run double.
Marcus Simeon is 1 out of 3, a base hit, ground out, and a strikeout. And it's Gordon Graceffo coming on to pitch. An inning and a third for JoJo Romero. He gave up a hit, a run, a home run to Soto. That's the difference in the game. Graceffo's pitch. A swing and a miss. Semien couldn't hold up his swing. Strike one. JoJo, no walks and a strikeout, but the home run by Soto has given the Mets a 5-4 lead. Graceffo rocks into his windup. The pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
One thing the Cardinals haven't done is continue to add on in this game. They got the 4 runs in the first 2 innings, and that's really kind of the story of why they're going to face a do-or-die 9th inning.
They've been out hit 10-7. Semien swings, and he hits a high fly ball down the right field line. Walker over by the sidewall gives it a look. It's out of play. For nearly a century, Ted Drewes has been serving its famous frozen custard. Try an inspired flavor combination or create your very own. Ted Drewes' unmatched quality, unforgettable taste. Open daily at 6726 Chippewa on old Route 66. The 1-2. Ground ball foul back of third down the left field line. Ewing struck out facing JoJo Romero. Now it's Graceffo trying to get the last 2 outs of the 8th inning and give the Cardinals a chance down by a run in the 9th, and it will be the lower third of the order. Crooks, Gorman, and Church, left-handed batters. Fermin, Velasquez, Pajes, right-handed batters. Brian Torres, left-handed batter on the Cardinal bench. A swing and a miss. That's strike 3 on the slider, taking care of Semien. 2 down. Now Brett Beatty. Beatty has struck out, a fly out, and a ground out. The Cardinals faced former Redbird Luke Weaver, who worked a 1-2-3 8th inning, and St. Louis native Devin Williams, swarming in the bullpen for the Mets. The pitch up and away for a ball. Williams has been a National League reliever of the year in the past with the Milwaukee Brewers.
He has 8 saves for them, but he does have a high ERA. He's had some rough moments and some good moments this year.
Here's the 1-0. Check swing, a ball in the dirt. 2-0 on Brett Beatty. Number 44, Gordon Graceffo, going to the rosin bag. Graceffo looks in, listens in for the sign. Crooks puts down a target. The 2-0 pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. Slider, and Graceffo has had the Mets trying to check their swing on the slider. Didn't work for Semien. Didn't work there for Beatty. Late recognition. The windup. The kick. The pitch. And that's hit to left field and hit well. Nootbaar moving back. He's on the track and puts it away 1 step away from the wall. The Cardinals face a do-or-die 9th coming up at Citi Field with the Mets leading 5-4.
In the Palm Beaches, we are truly in a league of...
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Mullins makes the play up against the wall.
Collins darts to his left, dives, he made the catch. Big Red might have just pulled a homer away from Cedric Mullins. Here comes Mr. Martin with a dive. How about that from the Rays defense? Hold on, there we go. On the rebound, Triolo. Spectacular defensive play by Bryson Stott. Going back is Melendez and makes a diving grab.
Perfectly timed jump by Brandon Marsh.
Spinning is Sanoha. There's 1. There's 2. What a double play. And each of the last 2 outs have been made beautifully by Samad Taylor in left field. Runs it down, makes the catch. Carroll charging in, makes a sliding catch. And he dives to make the catch. Fancy pickup on a hot shot. Diving stab by Meade. On 2 hops, he got him. Hits it hard here, but grabbed by Torkelson. Ground ball left side. Michael makes a nice play. His throw is in time.
like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Devin Williams has 8 saves and 9 save opportunities, a 3-2 record, and the high ERA Ricky spoke of 5.57. Trying to save this game, and Brooks Raley is the pitcher of record on the upside for the New York Mets. Raley came in the 7th inning. Then in the bottom of the 7th, Soto hit a home run to put the Mets ahead 5-4. Jojo Romero's on the downside of this one, and let's see if the Cardinals can take him off the hook. Jimmy Crooks, he'll be the first up. And then it's going to be Brian Torres to bat for Nolan Gorman. Here's the first pitch high thrown by Devin Williams, and we're underway in the 9th inning, 5-4 Mets.
Last 5 games for Devin Williams, he's walked 6 guys in 4 1/3 total innings. He does have 8 punch-outs. He's had 2 bad games and 3 good ones.
The pitch, Crooks looks at a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Crooks has a homer and 3 at-bats today. Can he run into another one? He has 2 big league home runs. Crooks takes a slider for a strike. Williams, of course, with the devastating changeup. When that's on, it just drops out of sight. 1-2 on Crooks. The pitch. A swing and a miss. 1 out in the Cardinal 9th inning. The changeup got Crooks. And here's Brian Torres.
Not a good matchup for Nolan Gorman with a guy that really struggles with changeups to try to hit off of Williams. Of course, you have a little less power potential maybe with Torres, but Torres a little bit more likely to put the ball in play, and that's what the Cardinals need right now is a base runner.
Torres is 3 for his last 6 at-bats. He has 2 big league home runs, 5 RBIs, batting .263. Widespread stance. He'll straighten that up. It's wide open stance. But he'll straighten that up when the pitch comes in. They play him to pull on the infield, and he takes ball 1 high. Turn your favorite Cardinals players into All-Stars. Cast your 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot daily or visit MLB.com/vote. The 1-0 pitch for Torres. In for a strike. Raley was in the 7th inning, giving up a walk and a strikeout, followed by Weaver, a 1-2-3-8, and now Williams in the 9th inning with 1 out. So the Mets try to salvage a game in the series. A swing and a miss. 4-seam fastball at 94 miles an hour. And Torres couldn't catch up to it. He's behind in the count 1-2, and here comes the changeup. Batter's timeout taken by Torres. On-base percentage of .349 for Torres. The 1-2 pitch from Devin Williams. Inside.
Well, we were both looking change up, but he got a fastball at 96. So how about this? Last 3 fastballs were 92, 94, 96.
Tried to dot the corner, but just missed it. Williams now with a 2-2 pitch. A swing and a foul, and that was on the changeup at 84 miles an hour. Torres lives to see at least one more pitch. New ball thrown to the mound to Devin Williams. Those the one that had been tossed out there over to the Mets dugout. The Cardinals got a Burleson home run in the first inning. The Mets got 2 home runs and a 3-run bottom of the first. The Cardinals got 2 home runs and a 3-run top of the second. The Mets tied it in the 5th, and then Soto's home run in the 7th has given them a 5-4 lead. It's the Cardinals bat with 1 out, nobody on base. We're in the 9th, and a 2-2 pitch for Torres. A swing and a high foul ball out of play down the left field line. Torres is batting for Nolan Gorman, who struck out twice and hit a fly ball to center field. Gorman is 0 for his last 14 and 1 for his last 21. So it's Torres in there trying to find a way to get on base. Williams from the stretch with nobody on. The pitch, a swing, and the ball is popped into short center field. A late break, but now here comes Ewing with that good speed to put it away for the second out. Ewing didn't get a good read on that at all, but the ball stayed up there long enough for him to correct his path to the ball.
But Torres did everything he could do, just trying to put the ball in play, and got a change up down and away, and came close to finding a hole there in center field. But now the Cardinals are down to their last out.
Nathan Church, a double. The Cardinals left him at third base in the second inning. He was on second with one out when Weatherholt grounded out, and so did Herrera. Church takes strike one. The Cardinals are down to their last out, trailing 5-4. Williams, former Brewer, former Yankee. Kicks, deals. Ball one, up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Saved 40 games in 23 for Milwaukee. The right-hander is ready. The pitch. Church loops one foul out of play, and the Cardinals are down to their last strike. 1-2 with 2 down. Weatherholt hoping for a chance. Now the Mets fans stand. St. Louis, when the Cardinals are in a situation like this, the fans are standing most of the 9th inning.
They are.
The 1-2 pitch. Here it is. A foul ball out of play off to the left. One and two the count. Church with the open stance, holds the bat high over the left shoulder, trying to stay alive. The pitch, a swing and a miss. He missed a changeup, and this ball game has come to an end, right along with the Cardinals' 6-game winning streak. Soto scored the tying run, provided the winning run with a home run, and the Mets salvaged a game in the 3-game series 5-4. Ricky and I will talk about it after this.
Redbird Nation has found its home away from home at Margaritaville Lake Resort, Lake of the Ozarks. This lakeside getaway, nestled in the heart of central Missouri, delivers a Grand Slam vacation experience for every Cardinals fan.